Shalom, Israel. With thought all my brothers. Yahweh Shemal, the Thunderback Show, Yahweh shout out my sisters. The I.S.U.P.K Friday night, Lashawan Qadash class. Priest and officer for Yahanna, Yahweh. Coming to you live from the A-Town. You know, we come to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they are the children of Israel according to the Bible. And what you're looking at now, for those of you that are watching online, you're looking at the Lashawan Qadash character chart. You're looking at the character chart. So for my brothers and sisters who don't understand or can see or don't lock it, that don't have the Hebrew chart, we got it right here on the screen for you right now. All you gotta do is just study it for a moment, and as you're studying it and you're looking at it, you see characters that look unfamiliar to you because you're so used to the English language. But here today we're gonna teach you. How to be or how to read this Lashawan Qadash. We're gonna go through the basics, you know. We're gonna do nothing hard. We're gonna do the basics. All right. Give me a second. We're gonna get to it. Lord Christ, somebody on the conference call? Yo, man, how was y'all? You walk? Don't you walk? You got any questions or anything of that nature? All right, Lord Christ. I see you, Officer Barber. Damn right. Passover 2024, ATL. You own it, my boy. You is on it. So what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna get into this Hebrew. Like we say, this Lashawan Qadash, the holy tongue, and we're here to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their language according to the Bible. Not according to what the oppressor told you your language is, but according to what the Most High power of Israel, our now Yahweh in the Hebrew, our Father, the Most High in the Hebrew. And so what we're going to do tonight, once I find me something I can write with, we're going to get into it. All right. So what we got on the board first, when we're dealing with the Lashawan Qadash, as you can see, it says read from right to left. So when we read it, we're starting from this end and going that way. All right. So let me give me a moment, and we're gonna get it in. I promise you, we're gonna get it in. Somebody need to know this Lashawan Qadash, this holy tongue. Somebody need this in their life right now. And that's what we here for. We here for the Lashawan Qadash. All right? We here to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that according to the Bible, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the children of Israel. And your language is the Lashawan Qadash. It's this holy tongue. You dig? It is the holy tongue. All right, and for those of you that are trying to catch us on the Facebook, we have the issue with Facebook right now. So we are on YouTube, we are on Twitter. So just catch us on one of those platforms. All right, catch us on YouTube or Twitter. And for those of you, that's patiently waiting online, we say the water to that. We say the water to you for tuning in so we can get this in. All right, so here we go. Let's get it started. Let's get it cracking like it. Let's get it cracking. All right. First character is the character Ah. Then we got Ba, Ga, Da, Ha. All right. Now all these on this top row right here is the ancient Hebrew. This second row, Salakia, this second row is the Assyrian. All right. So it's gonna go Ah to Ta all the way in. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna do it. We're gonna show you both ancient and Assyrian. All right. Ancient and Assyrian. So we're gonna start out Ah in the ancient, Ah in the Assyrian. Ba in the ancient, Ba in the Assyrian. Ga, Ga in the ancient, Ga in the Assyrian. Da, Da in the ancient, Da in the Assyrian. Ha in the ancient, Ha in the Assyrian. We got the character Wa. Wa in the ancient, Wa in the Assyrian. We got Za. Za in the ancient, Za in the Assyrian. We have Ka. Ka in the ancient, Ka in the Assyrian. We have Ta. Ta in the ancient, Ta in the Assyrian. We have Ya. Ya in the ancient, Ya in the Assyrian. We have Ka. Ka like Kahan. Ka in the ancient, Ka in the Assyrian. Now, Ka in the Assyrian has two characters. One for the beginning and middle of the word. This character here, this alternate character, is that you find that at the end, and it will be at the end, it drops below the letter line. So when you get to the end of the word and you see this, you know it's a Ka. I'll give you an example. Barak, as in bless. Yahweh show you how to shout Barak. Barak. A thumb. All right. We got La. La in the ancient, La in the Assyrian. Ma. Ma in the ancient, Ma in the Assyrian. Now this is for the beginning and middle of the word. This is the end of the word. All right. See how it's all squared out where this has this curve and this indentation here? Yeah. All right. That what makes it different. This is the Ma, the end of the character, end of the word in the Assyrian. We have Na. Na in the ancient, Na in the Assyrian. Na also has an alternate character at the end. It drops below the letter line. All right. We have Sa. Sa in the ancient, Sa in the Assyrian. We have I, like the eye in your head. I in the ancient, I in the Assyrian. We have Pa. We have Pa. Pa in the ancient, Pa in the Assyrian. Now notice it looks like an upside down English G in the Assyrian, and that this is beginning and middle of the word. At the end of the word, it's going to drop down. Instead of curving over, it's going to drop down below the letter line. All right. Taza. Taza in the ancient, Taza in the Assyrian also has two characters. This is at the end of the word. Taza at the end of the word. This at the top is for the beginning and the middle. All right. Qua in the ancient, Qua in the Assyrian. We have Ra. Ra in the ancient, Ra in the Assyrian. Sha in the ancient, Sha in the Assyrian. Last character, Tha in the ancient, Tha in the Assyrian. All right. Give you a moment with that for a second. We're going to give you a moment. We're going to give you a moment. All right. And what we're going to do tonight, we're going to work on our Hebrew spelling of nations. We're going to deal with nations tonight. Last week we were dealing with the books of the Bible. Tonight we're going to be dealing with nations, and hopefully the next time you see me, we'll get back into the the books of the Bible in the Old Testament. All right, but tonight we're going to deal with the nations. We're going to deal with the nations. All right, give you a second with that chart. Give you a few moments with this chart so you can study over this chart, and then we're gonna get into it. Give you another minute or so to look at this chart. And if you do need me to go back to the chart, remember we can always go back to the chart. we can always go back to the chart. All right? We can always go back to the chart. That right, Officer Marvel saw 2024 Passover ATL. That right. That right. All right, now for y'all brothers that's online right now, Officer Marvel saw, young man Abishar. If you can see the board, if you can see the video, young man Abishar, can you see the video? All right. So when you're looking at the screen, you see the Hebrew chart, and you also see a picture of a brother, and you see the Assyrian Hebrew, right? All right. Can you tell me what is being said by that brother in the Assyrian Hebrew on the screen? And say it loud so we all can hear you. Yeah, you read from right to left. Remember now, you read from right to left. All right, you read from right to left. So start with the first word. What's the first word you see up there? What's the first word you see the brother wrote on the board or on the in the chat? What's the first word you see in the chat? I need to move it. I'm gonna move it out the way. Well, I'm gonna flip it down so you can see. Can you? Let me see. Can you? Hold on. Let me just move. So you can see what's going on. All right. You see the chart. So what's this character right here on the chart? The character I'm pointing at on the chart. What's the character? It's a Shah. All right. So if that's a Shah, the next character is a what? I'm pointing it on the board. Go ahead.
I thought that's what that second character was.
All right, the first character, look, the first character is a Shah. The second character is a wet. I'm pointing at it on the board. I'm pointing at it. If you're looking at the YouTube feed, you'll see me pointing at it right now. What am I pointing at? The law. All right. So what come after the law? You got a law, then you got what it is.
Okay, that's what that is. Okay.
All right. So tell me what the Mama Sa got in the chat. What do Mama Sa have in the chat? Look in the chat right quick. He say Salakia, and then he give you a word. What's the word? All right. So if I say Shalom Yasharallah, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb, what am I saying? Look at the board though. Look at the screen, and you see where the brother got there at the bottom on the screen. He got Shalom, and then the next word is what? I just gave it to you. You say it all the time. Think about it. When you answered the phone, when you called in, you saluted. What did you say? What did you say when you saluted? Huh? Say it again. Go ahead. I hear you. When you salute a brother, hold on for a second. When you salute a brother, what do you say?
I understand what you're saying. I agree. Yahweh
All right, stop right there. So what's on the board? What's on the what do you see the brother got in the Hebrew in the chat? The one that's lit up. You see in the chat, you got the brother, he got the Assyrian Hebrew in the chat. And it's on the screen. And you just said when we salute, we say shalom. Yahweh say Yahweh Barakatham or Barakathah. That's what you said, right? All right, so look at what's on the screen. It says the first word is shalom. What's the second word? All right, then the third word. You just said it. You just look. Now go ahead and say the whole thing. It's a salute. Baha what? Next word. Think about the salute. Say the salute in your head. All right, next word. What's that next word? You understand? You understand? What do you understand? Okay, I'm gonna help you out. Say the salute. Salute me as if you just walked up on me and just seen me. You just pulled up on me and you seen me for the first time today. What do you say? All right. So what you see on the board? What do you see on that? It's not on the board. What do you see in the video? On the in the chat, you see the very same thing, except for when you get to Yahushua Barak, it say a thumb. It's plural. All right, it's plural. So all right, so I just want to put that out there so you can see what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Because you say it all the time. We say this all the time. Shalom, we'll say Shalom Israel. But it's actually Shalom Yasharallah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh brought the thumb. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bashim Yahweh. Remember, Israel is an English word. Yasharallah is our Hebrew name. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so when you see this on the board, when you see that on the screen, that is basically the salute. That's basically the salute. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna eventually, when I see you again, or one of these brothers in the school, they should be able to help you download the Hebrew keyboard to your phone. And that way, you'll be able to get what you need as far as the Hebrew. All right? All right, ain't no sweat. So here we go. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about the names that are in the Bible, biblical names, and they're in their Hebrew form. Go ahead.
What I was trying to tell you is when I see the characters that's written on the character chart, there I'm more familiar with that text. I haven't gotten so familiar with the font that that you see.
I got you. That's why I said when you see me, or one of the brothers, all you got to do is just ask one of us, and I will put it, especially if you see me, I will put the Hebrew on the phone. All right. You don't have. So what we gonna do after I get this board straightened out here? For some reason it don't want to do right. Like I said, we're gonna get into this Lashawan Qadash, and we're gonna deal with this Hebrew, and we're gonna write it down, these names that we find in the Bible. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Names that are within the Bible. Give me a second. You know how when you want something you can't find it? That's what I'm going through right now. I want something I can't find it. But I'm gonna find it. Believe that. There ain't nobody fault with the oppressor. Ain't nobody fault with the oppressor. All right. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. So since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and get this thing crack-a-lacking. All right. So we're gonna deal with some names right quick. We're gonna deal with some names. All right. The first name we're gonna deal with is your own name, and that is Israel. All right, Israel. And Israel is Yasharallah in the Hebrew. Yashar Allah. So we're going to put it up here in the in the ancient, and we're also going to put it, you're going to put it in the Assyrian, in your notes. All right. Yasharallah, Israel. Who we are named after, Israel. Where we get our name from, Israel. That's where we get our name from. Whew. That ain't good. Yashar Allah in the ancient. Yashar Allah in the ancient. All right. Now, before we go any further, I just want to let my brothers and my sisters online know that we're gonna get this thing together. So we might throw some words in here that may not be a name, but it's something that you should recognize. All right. You should recognize what's going on when I put it on the board. All right. If I put it on the board. If I put it on the board. Because what we have to understand is that our oppressor doesn't want us to have, he doesn't want us to have our culture back, our customs back, our culture back. He doesn't want us to have our language back, our heritage. So in order for us to be the people that we're supposed to be, we got to learn our language, first off, so that we can get the proper understanding of what the Bible is saying, thus said the Most High Power. You understand? All right. So I hope y'all got this down. If not, You know what I say? Pray and play to bring me back to life. You know, you got to pray and play to bring it back to life. All right. So we got Israel up there. So next is Edom. Edom. Which would be in the Hebrew, Adawam. Adawam. All right. We're going to put it in the ancient. And we're going to put it in the Assyrian. All right. We're going to put Adawam up there in the Assyrian. All right. As well. We're going to put it there as well. All right. All right. Here we go. Give you a few minutes to take that down. I got it in the Assyrian at the top. I mean, Salakia. The Assyrian at the top. I mean, at the bottom. Salakia. Assyrian at the bottom. And ancient at the top. Assyrian at the bottom, ancient at the top. Ancient at the top, Assyrian at the bottom. This is your language. Both styles. Now remember both styles of writing belong to you. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. The ancient writing is the first. This is the first. And this comes after. This is an Assyrian adaptation of the ancient. These characters are an adaptation of these based on the Assyrian language. All right. So when we look at this Hebrew, just know because it's written differently, it's still your language. Just because it's written differently, it's still your language. Shalom. Yahawashi. What's going on, Sister Brandon? It's good to see you in the class. Good to see you in the class. Good to see you in the class. We just going through the Salakia. We just going through the names of the people in the Bible. That's all. We just going through the names. All right. Going through the names. We already did Yasharallah, which is Israel. That was the first one we did. And since you just checking in, Sister Brandon, let me know, Sister Brandon, do you have Yasharallah, Israel in your notes? Just type of yes or no, come for yes, la for no. Just let me know if you have the word or the name Yasharallah in your notes. If not, I just put it back on the board. Ain't no sweat. Ain't no sweat. Yahanna bar, sis. Yahanna bar. Ain't no sweat. We out here together in here. You know what I'm talking about? All right, you got it. All right, no sweat. The water on that. Big up to the brothers and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Coming into this class, learning the Lashawan Qadash. Because it's your language. You know what I'm talking about? That some biscuit oppressor made you learn English. He made you learn English. You know what I'm saying? So if you can learn the oppressor's language, you should be able to learn your language. And what I've come to realize about the ancient Lashawan Qadash in its purity is that it's a lot easier to speak than the English. Because I find myself saying Hebrew words all the time. You know, I'd rather speak the Hebrew than the English. That's on everything. And I hope y'all brothers and sisters feel the same way. Sister Brandon, I'm gonna give you a moment to write this down. But in order to take back that which is yours, we first got to learn our language. Once we learn our language and we're able to decipher the actual words that are on the page of the Torah in its actual language, then we become great in ourselves, because no one can tell us what something means because we know what it means ourselves. We took the time out to go out and learn it. We took the time out to go out and achieve greatness by being the people that the Most High wants us to be, and that's the children of Israel, the greatest nation on planet Earth. Give you a few moments on that. You write that down for those of you just tuning in. You know, give you a few more minutes, a few more seconds, brother. A few more seconds. But y'all, like I say, you know what I say. If you miss it, then pray play to bring you back to life. That's all we gotta do. Pray play to bring you back to life. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, ain't no sweat though. We bought it up. We in here about to chop it up with one another. In a way that we learning. We're learning. That's the first thing. Knowing that we're learning our language. That's the first thing. The second thing is we're learning together. We're learning together. Because I'm not the head Hebrew teacher. I'm a student as well. But I know enough of this Hebrew to be able to come in here on Friday evenings and teach this Lashawan Qadash class, because I love my people. And I want my people to, learn that which belongs to them. And that is their heritage. And the first portion of it is your language. All right? So we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it pushing. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to keep it pushing. And we're going to the hills have eyes. We're going to where the hills have eyes, if y'all don't mind. We're going to Moab. Now, Moab is the Chinese. For those of you that don't know, Moab is the Chinese. And the Hebrew name for Moab is Ma'wa'aba. Salakia, Ma'wa'aba. So it'll be Ma'wa'aba. All right, so I'm gonna put it up here in the ancient and in the Assyrian, maybe. All right, at the top, we got the ancient at the top and the Assyrian at the bottom. Put it up here, buddy. All right, we'll put you in the game. Ma'wa'aba. Now, when we look at this Hebrew, and we learn this Hebrew, and we begin to see, what these names look like. Some of these names you can find them inside of words. So when you recognize characters and you see how they form words, it'll help you in reading it on Sabbath service or on the feast days, or when you just at home and want to read it. It will help you once you start recognizing the characters, like Moab, Ma'wa'aba. And in the Assyrian, it's the same thing. Ma'wa'aba. All right. But we know it's Moab. They, what we know as the Chinese Salakia, the Bible knows them as Moab. Let me put that on the board for you. These are the Chinese people. I hope y'all know that Yasharala is Black, Hispanic, and Native American. And I hope you know Edom is the oppressor. Moab is the Chinese. It's the Chinese people. All right. All right. And Moab, Mawa'aba means of my father. Of my father. That's what it means. Of my father. All right, of my father. Now, for those of you that have the for those of you that did not write the definition of Edom down because I did not put it on the board, Edom is red, R-E-D, like the color red. All right, and we know Yasharala means Prince of Power, of the Power, Prince of the Power, Prince with power. All right, we know that. So from this point going forward, I'm putting definitions up there. All the definitions that I have, I'm going to put them on the board, all right, of these words. I don't think I have all of them, but I got most of them, of the nations that we have here tonight. All right? Give you a few more seconds to write this down. Give you a few more seconds to write it down. Hey, Awesome Mama, I know you still on the feed, on the YouTube feed. I got a word I'm put on the board for you. I got a word I'm put on the board for Officer Mawasar. Officer Mawasar, I got a word I'm putting on the board for you next. And when you see it, Officer Mawasar, I want you to type it in the chat. Tell me what it is in the chat. All right? Praying y'all got this right here. If not, just pray and play to bring me back to life. Just pray and play to bring me back to life. All right? Here we go. So let me give this word to Officer Mawasar. Officer 50 Mawasar. Let me get it to him right quick. Let me get it to you. Look, I'm going to give it to you, Mawasar, in the ancient. I'm going to give it to you in the ancient. All right? In the ancient. And I need you to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat when I show it to you. All right, Officer Mawasar, what we got? What we got, Officer Mawasar? Put it in the chat. Officer Mawasar, put it in the chat. Matter of fact, everybody put it in the chat. If you know what this word is on the board, put it in the chat. Officer Mawasar, I know you know what it is. You should know. But everybody, listen, we sure, Sister Brandon, I'll get that to you in a second. Mawasar, put that. Oh, there we go. Officer Mawasar got it. Pasak. Pasak. That's right. Pasak. And Pasak is what? Sister Brandon, what is Pasak? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Young man, Abishai got it in the chat. Sister Brandon put it in the chat, and I'm going to oblige you with that definition. But what is the definition of Pasak? What is Pasak? We talked about it all last week. What we want to come to what we want to come to a line. That's what I'm talking about, Sister Modesty, Sister Brandon. That's what I'm talking about. The Passover. That's what I'm talking about. Passover 2024. You know what I'm saying? ATL, that's what we looking about. We calling it out right now. Pasak is the Passover. All right? Pasak is the Passover. Pasak is the Passover. All right. Sister Brandon, you said repeat the definition of Edom. I'm going to write it on the board for you. I'm going to put the whole thing on the board. All right, Edom. them is Adawam with an M. Adawam, and it means red. All right? And I'm going to put it in the ancient. Adawam and a Ma. All right? Adawam. 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 And it means red. It means red. All right. Give you a second to catch that. And we'll move on to the next name. Ain't no sweat, Sister Brandon. No sweat, no sweat. No sweat. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep on pushing like, because we're in Atlanta, right? Curtis Mayfield said keep on pushing. He said keep on pushing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep on moving. Next word is Ammon. Ammon. All right. Ammon. And it's I-Ma-1. 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 And Ammon means inbred. Inbred. And it means, if you don't know what inbred means, that means the heel has eyes. If you haven't seen the movie The Hills Have Eyes, you don't know what I'm talking about. But inbred, it's like what they call that thing? What they call it? Oh my God, it's another word for it. I mean, it'll come to me. But it's the people that sleep with their family members. Incest, thank you. It's the one that sleep with their family members. The story of Moab and Ammon. Now, remember now, the story of Moab and Ammon is that the daughters of Lot slept with their father so that he could have sons, and created these babies with the eyes that you know what I'm talking about, the incest babies. It created the Down syndrome babies, and that's how you have Moab and Ammon based on incest. All right. So let me put this on the board. We're gonna do it in the ancient. I-Ma-1. All right, that's in the ancient. I'm gonna do it in the Syrian. Salakia. All right, you got ancient at the top. You got Assyrian at the bottom. Let me get out your way. All right. Ammon, inbred. It means inbred. I-Ma-1 is how you pronounce it in the Hebrew. I-Ma-1. To the right of your screen, at the top is I-Ma-1 in the ancient, and at the bottom is in the Assyrian. I-Ma-1 in the Assyrian. Sister Brandon, you got Kwa in the chat. What are you trying to say to me? What are you trying to say to me about that Kwa? Help me to understand what you're trying to say. You want a word with the character qua? Or you want to know something else about the character qua? Help me out. Let me help you by helping me. Let me help you. Okay. No sweat, sis. No sweat. All right. Give y'all a few more minutes on this one right here to write this down, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Now, I just want to let y'all know. That in this world today, the Japanese and the Chinese are slowly taking over this world based on the oppressor being the Caucasian Edomite man losing his damn mind. Now, the Chinese and the Japanese, Moab and Ammon, think they can come in and fill the void. But the Bible says, when it says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that to come. So whatever Moab and Ammon think they're trying to do or accomplish is not going to work because Christ is on the way back. All right, and that's right. That's right, Mama son. That's right. They got their dad drunk and slept with him. You're right. But they did not understand that, what God gonna do, God gonna do. And they just jumped in and did what they wanted to do. And now you got these incest babies walking around on the earth. They walk around on the earth. The incest babies. The incest babies out here, especially the Japanese, the Ammonites. Get what they doing? They ride around in low riders like the Migos. You know that? They turn into chulos. They got their pants up to their damn chest with the damn diggy pants on in the Ike Turner white beat on, looking like a damn Mexican. And the low rider. They took that culture and took it all the way to Japan. Now they got chulos in Japan. All right, so Ammon is the Japanese. Put that on here so y'all can have that. Give you a few moments, and we'll keep it pushing. Every nation on earth steals your culture. Think about it. You got Japanese and Chinese rappers. You got Hamite rappers. You got the Hamites doing the reggaeton. You got the Japanese doing reggae too. You understand? You got the East Indians. They done took your ability to be the greatest actor on earth, and they done created a genre called Nollywood. They think they the shit, Salakia, when it comes to acting now. You see what I'm saying? So everything that we do the best, they think they can do it and do it better. And I've seen some of them Indian movies. I don't know, I don't seen a couple of they movies from Nollywood. They ain't worth it down. Because you remember now, Christ said, you are the salt of the earth. You understand? You the salt of the earth. So everything you do, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, the whole earth want to be like you. What they say? Bitch can't do it like me. Ain't that what Fabo them say? D4L, bitch can't do it like me. That's what you got to tell these folks out here in the world. I bet you can't do it like me. Bet you can't. And you know they can't. Because if they could, they would have invented all the inventions of the earth. But they didn't. They didn't invent a damn thing. They invented how to steal from you, how to get rich off you. Now they did that part. But everything else, they didn't know what they were doing. All right. The next nation, the next group of people are Ishmael. All right, Ishmael, and his name in the Hebrew is Yashamai Allah. So they put this on the board. Yashamai Allah. All right. And we're going to put it up here in the ancient and the Assyrian. I think I'm going to put it in the Assyrian. Might let y'all put it in the Assyrian on your time. But I'm going to put it in this ancient right now for you. Yashamai Ishmael. And his name means heard of the Lord. Heard of the Lord. And when it's saying heard, it means like with your ears. Did you hear? Can you hear? Heard of the Lord. Yashamai Allah. Yashamai Allah. Yashamai Allah. Heard of the Lord. Give you a moment. Give you a moment. Give you a moment. Now, for those of you that were taking notes last week, I'm finna hit you with something from last week. Finna hit you with something from last week. Soon as you get this down right here, you know what I'm talking about? See, look, let me tell you why it's so great to bring the Passover to Atlanta. I just used two phrases from other parts of the nation in the South. I used, you know what I'm talking about? That's in Texas, and then you heard me. However I said it, that's St. Louis. So everything that you could ever possibly want is right here in the South. Even the New York accents and all that, the way they talk in New York, that's down here too. All up and down the East Coast, we got it down here too. You'll feel comfortable wherever you are from if you come to the A for the Passover. All right. Give y'all a moment to write this down in the ancient. Yashamai Allah. Yashamai Allah. Heard of the Lord. Ishmael. 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 Hey, I don't disagree with you, Awesome Awesome. He said Passover Atlanta 2024. Bet they can't do it like Atlanta. Damn right, look. Nobody does it better. Bring everything into Atlanta. I'm telling you, you're gonna party. You're gonna party, what they say, party like a rock star. You're gonna party after here now. I promise you that. It don't even matter how old you are. You're gonna have a good damn time in Atlanta. You're gonna have that. Especially if you like what I like. Ooh, boy. Whoa, boy. You're gonna have a great time. All right, we're gonna take this out of the board. Remember now, if you need it, and I'm erasing it too fast, then press, later on tonight, tomorrow, sometime, press play, bring back live. Well, pause it right there, you know what I'm talking about, and catch up. But either way, you gotta get it. So, next word, I'm picking on somebody. All right, Sister Brandy, this is for you. This is for you. I know you was in class last week. So I'm gonna put this up here, and I want you to tell me what's this word. What is this word? What is this word? And I'm gonna do it in the Assyrian. Make sure I spell it right. I don't want nobody to say, you don't know what you're doing, or y'all want that. All right, Sister Brandon, we did this word last week. Just type it in the chat. What is it? What is this word? What is this word? And I'll also do this right here. I'll put it in the ancient. Sister Brandon, whatever, y'all need you to tell me what's that word. What's that word? What's that word? And I'm gonna give you a hint to make it real easy for you. I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna write it on the board. I'm gonna write it on the board in the English spelling of it. So we got that word, and you will have this one and this one. Those are your clues. Sister Brandy, those are your clues. Just look in your notes from last week and tell me what do you see. I'll be patient with you, give you a moment. I ain't no rush. We in class. When they say class is in session, my life. We gonna get it tonight. And don't think I'm picking on you. I'm not really picking on you. I'm really trying to give you a quiz based on what we have went over in the last couple of weeks. So I know it's in your notes. All right. I'm giving you a little bit more time. Sister Brandy, I'm giving you a little bit more time to tell me what that word is. King or kings? That's right. Give her a hand. That's right. That is Malachium. 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 And Malachium Akkad means first king. Malachium Shaniah is second kings. Good job, sis. That is a great job in paying attention to last week's lesson. Great job. I give you kudos to that right there. Kudos on that. Kudos. All right, we're going to keep it pushing. The water sits for that. The water. I see you at home studying. You keep your notes close by. Oh, yeah, you in the game. Keep up the good work. You'll be reading this thing like a pro before you know it. All right, next word. Elam. Elam, the snake eaters. The one when you walk in that store, it smells just like boo-boo. Elam. It smells like boo-boo when you walk in that store. It smells like ain't nobody took no bath in 80 years. Elam. All right. And how do you say it in Hebrew? Is I-Ya-Lam. 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 All right. And it means, Salakia, dirt land. Oh, man. Dirt land. Let me put it up. Dirt land. And they smell like straight horse's manure. All right. And these are your East Indians. These are your East Indians. I'm talking about the dude that be on The Simpsons. Apu. Welcome to the Quickie Mark. We talking about them both. The East Indians. All right. And so I'm gonna put it on the board for you so you can have it. We're gonna put this on the board so you can have it. And I'm gonna write it in the ancient, and you can write it in the Assyrian. All right. So I-Ya-Lam. I'm going to put it up there too. All right, we're going to have to do something about this right here. This board. Y'all be patient with us with this board. I-Ya-Lam. 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 Give you a moment to get that down. These are the East Indians, and that name I-Ya-Lam means dirt land. That's what it means. And you can understand why it means that, because they is some nasty bastards. They wear period blood on their damn forehead and all that. It's all right. It was all right. You let it up. All right, brothers and sisters, Akim and Wakian, give you a few more minutes to carry on with this right here, and then we're going to move on. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing. Passover 2024 ATL on. Bring that thing to Atlanta. Atlanta. Bring it to Atlanta. I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta. We located Decatur, Georgia. We straight out the deck. You know what I'm talking about? Right now. You come down here, you're going to find out real quick that you is in the real Chocolate City. You is here. Yeah, you straight from the deck down to here. We down here. We down here. We doing it. Nah. Nah, you can't do that right up. But yeah, we out here in Atlanta. We want to pass over to come to Atlanta. You know, and the best way for it to come to Atlanta is for us to ask for it. They told me a closed mouth don't get fed. So I'm gonna say something. I seen all these other cities get the Passover, man. Bring that thing to Atlanta. You'll never want to leave. Promise you that. You ain't gonna want to leave alone. You ain't gonna want to leave alone. Atlanta. All right, we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're keeping it pushing. We're keeping it pushing. All right. Next word is Japhet. Salaki, Japhet. All right. All right, Japhet. And the way you say his name in the Hebrew is Yapah. Yapah. All right, so we're going to put this on the board in the Assyrian. All right. Yapah. These are your Samoans. Select, you can put it up though. And I'm gonna have to get back with you next week on the meaning of their name. But it's the Samoans. All right. If anybody, any of you people that watch out there, watch that what is it? The WWE, the Usos, and they do The Rock. His mama, The Rock is a Negro, but his mama is a Samoan. The Usos are Samoan. I can't think of the boy name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But the Samoans, that's who Japhet is. Japhet is the Samoans. Yapah. Those are Samoans. Roman Reigns, that's his name. Roman Reigns, the champ. The real champ. He's a Samoan. All right, just so you understand what we talking about, the group of people we're talking about, is the Samoans. Now, for those of my brothers that are on the West Coast, y'all know the Samoans ain't nothing to play with. Hey, look, we know the I.S.U.P.K undefeated. We know that. But the Samoans, don't go try to fight them in the street. Don't do that. If you ain't never fought or been around Samoans and you get around Samoans, do not pick a fight with them people. Don't do that. Don't do that. They strong for no reason strong. Even they little children are strong. They strong. They strong. I'm telling you. They strong. So watch out for them. Don't pick a fight with them because they might just jack your ass up, suplex you, body slam you, do something to you, WWE style. They all of them want to be wrestlers. You understand? So they got swole at a young age. They work out at a young age. They train to fight. Leave them folks alone. Leave them folks alone. All right. Give you a few more seconds on that right now. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing like a push lawnmower. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it pushing like a rat pushing cheese through a hole. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to keep it pushing. Give y'all a few minutes to write this on down, a few more seconds. When a minute hand strike to 7, I'm going to keep it pushing. We're going to move on to the next one. That boy Biggie Smalls up there in the NY said, rest in peace, he said, I got another one. I got another name for you. I got another one. Just like my boy there in the South say, we got it one more again. We got to hit it one more again. Said, look, you come to Atlanta for the pass, so we're going to go over there to Bankhead, we're going to Bankhead Mountain. Oh, boy, they're going to run me out of here. They'll run me out of here. We're going to listen. We're going to look. They're going to swear it's cosplay pull up in Atlanta one more time. But it ain't cosplay. It is real. It's real Israel. It ain't no people that call themselves Israel. We the real Israelites, according to the Bible. We're going to be in the city. Like that boy, y'all, I'm talking about, listen now, y'all, come to Atlanta. I know y'all be on Facebook watching that boy Country Wayne. You might run into him in the city. You might see him in the city. You might see him. You know, tell who you might run into in Atlanta. You know, you listen. You got to be careful though, because you're going to run into them no ABC boy. The ABC boy, the girl that they took every letter of the alphabet and rearranged it, starting with the letter L. I pray you understand. You're going to see them too. Next name on the board is Ham. And it means hot. H-O-T. Hot. All right. How you say it in the Hebrew is come. Come. All right. Come. All right. That's in the ancient. I'm going to write it in the Syrian as well. All right. There we go. I got it in the ancient and in the Assyrian. Ancient at the top. Let me just get you right. Ancient at the top. Assyrian at the bottom. Give you a moment. Give you a moment. Look now, when you now come to the ATL, I promise you now, you're gonna run into a bunch of these Hamites now. They everywhere, and you can smell them before you see them. Just so you know. And this the crazy thing about damn people in the world, whether you black, Hispanic, Native American, or a heathen nation, everybody stink to everybody. Like black people stink to white people. You know, the Africans, they stink to black people. The East Indians, they stink to the damn Chinese, and vice versa. All over, everybody got a bad aroma to them. You know, but the Hamites, shit. What do they smell like? Good. It's hot mess. That's what it smells like. Hot mess. Hot mess with extra fly. That's what it smells like. But you're gonna see a lot of them in Atlanta, in the city. When you come into the city, you know, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see the Hamites, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see them. But better believe, guess who you're gonna see the most of? You're gonna see a lot of Native Americans. You're gonna see a lot of Negroes. You damn sure gonna see a lot of damn Hispanics, especially in Israelite. You gonna hear, if you pull up in Atlanta and you hear them folks go, and them Migo, it's called. And he been a part. He been a part. When you hear that music, when you hear that, when you hear it, and you hear that, when you hear it, they been a part. Listen, I don't speak Spanish. I wish I spoke Spanish, but they be part so I'm like, I be hearing the music. Man, them folks be part. They be part. What the hell they talking about? They be part. I caught myself in a Mexican restaurant just judging. I'm just judging. The waitress, she wound up on me. She said, "You okay, sir?" I said, "I'm fine. I just wish I know what he was talking about. It sounded like he jamming." She said, "He is. He having a good time. That's a party song that you listen to." And that ear for you. We know how to party now. We know how to party. We know how to party. And for my Benjamite brothers, you know what I'm saying? When y'all come to the city, you come to the city for the Passover. You gonna, you know, a brother like me, I'm gonna be playing Buju Banton. Buju said, he say, a boom bye bye on the body boy, eh. That's what I'm talking about. Christ coming back on the boom bye bye on them body boys. You understand? I don't think y'all understand what I'm talking about. I don't think y'all understand. That's why you come to the wrong. Bring that thing to the city. Come to the city. The city of the laptop. All right, we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. Give you a few more seconds. Few more seconds. Hey, you right, Officer Mozart. They listen, it's the worst of all the heathens. You is not lying. You is not lying. All right. We almost there to the end of it. About, let me see, about 4 more names. 3 after I put this one up here. You know what I'm talking about? The word is her. And it's, you know, like I said, you got all different, you know what I'm saying, different backgrounds of people down here in the side. And especially in Atlanta. I said her like I'm from St. Louis, but St. Louis is in Atlanta. They come down here, you know what I'm talking about? They down here. You know what I'm talking about? We know Texas over here. You know Texas over here, Louisiana. You heard? No, they over here. We know they over here. You know what I'm saying? But the next word is Egypt. And the word for Egypt in the Hebrew is Matazarayim. Matazarayim. Salaki, Matazarayim. 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 So we're going to put it up here in the Assyrian. Salaki, in the ancient and the Assyrian. Matazah. Matazim. Ra. Yum. Ma. Taza. Ra. Yum. All right, and put that up here in the Syrian mob. That's wrong. That is wrong. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me make sure I make the character right. I always mess it up. Someone say Salakia? Someone say Salakia? I can't hear you going in and out. You're chopping in and out. You're chopping up. I can't hear you. Look, if you can hear me, type your question into the YouTube chat. That way I can read it out. Because right now you're going in and out and I can't understand what you're saying. On the YouTube chat, all you gotta do is type it into the YouTube chat and I can answer it that way. All right, Egypt, Matazarayim, Ma Taza Ra Yam, Ma Tazarayim, Ma Taza Ra Ya Ma Tazarayim, Egypt, Ma Tazarayim. All right, Egypt, Ma Tazarayim is death or bondage. Death or bondage. I'll put that up on the board for you. Now remember, the Egyptians are sons of Ham. So they just as nasty as they daddy. Like Yahanna say, stunk like my daddy. Stunk like my daddy. The Egyptians are stinking like their daddy. They need a bath like their daddy. They need a whole bar of ivory soap like their daddy. Give you a few minutes to put this down. Just so y'all know, the closing of the Feast of First Fruit will be Monday. This coming Monday at sundown. Be here at, if you ain't here at 7 o'clock, you late. So come here, you know what I'm saying, 5:36, 6:30, 7 o'clock, class is going to be starting. So if you get here at 7 o'clock, you're late. So try to get here a little early. You know, who we got on line? We got Officer Malasar. We got Sister Brandy, your man Abishar. Y'all get here for the feast. You know what I'm saying? Get here for the feast day on Monday. You know what I'm talking about? Come in and fellowship with your brethren, with your sister. You know what I'm talking about? So that we can understand this, what brotherhood really is about, and not be so caught up in our damn selves, and we can get caught up with the Most High and what He got going on, which is keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, which includes the closing of the Feast of First Fruits, which will be Monday, March 29th at sundown. Sundown. We start class at 7 o'clock. All right? 7 o'clock. Need all my brothers and sisters in the building. If you're under the side of my voice right now, you ain't here on Monday. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I can make it in here. I ain't gonna hold it against you because I know we out here in this man world. You know, talking about this oppressor's damn world. And he like slaving folks and shit like that, you know. So I understand if you don't make it, but if you can, you know, come on out, come on out. Hang out with the brethren, with the sisters. You know what I'm talking about? We can get it in. All right. I hope y'all got this down. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep on moving. We keep on moving. All right. We're going to keep it moving. All right. We're going to keep it moving. All right. Next on the list is Canaan. Canaan. All right, Canaan. And it's Canaan in the Hebrew. And it means merchants. Does anybody know why they are called merchants? If not, I'll tell you for the sake of time. When you look at the land of Canaan, which is now the land of Israel, it sits on the Mediterranean coast. The Mediterranean coast is the major port for that region. It's where the major ports are for that region. So all the merchants do business there. All merchants do business there. So the Canaanites are merchants based on their proximity to the coastline. All right. All right. I got it up there in the ancient, and I'm gonna put it in the Assyrian as well. Ancient is right here. I'm gonna put the Assyrian just below it. All right. There we go. Canaan means merchant. And I got it in the ancient and in the Assyrian. In the ancient and in the Assyrian. Give you a few moments to get that down, and then we're going to move on to the next one. And another one. And another one. Got two more after this, and we'll be done. We're going to try to get them in. We're going to try to get them in. Now, for my brother and sister that's out here, you know what I'm talking about, y'all just tuning in. You just catching us right now at the 8:45 mark, you know what I'm talking about, of your day on the East Coast, 7:45 Central. You know what I'm talking about, 6:45 Mountain. You know what I'm talking about, 5:45 on the Pacific. You know what I'm talking about. Wherever you watching from, just know I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta, we want that Passover. Now I'm just letting you know now, we want that Passover. So you know, you ain't never been to Atlanta. Look, this is the perfect excuse to get to Atlanta. Call your camp leader, the man above you, and let them know, like, look, out of Roy, Baba Kashar, Salakia, if I may. Can we please have a Passover in Atlanta? That's all you gotta do, just put it in the wind. You know what I'm talking about? What CeeLo Green, he said, drop the top and let the sun shine in. You know what I'm talking about? That's all you gotta do, just put it in the wind. Put it in the wind. So that, you know, the Most High understand that, well, 2 or 3 are touching the grid, he is in the midst, and he know that we want that Passover to come to Atlanta, the city of Atlanta. They used to call it Marthasville. You understand? But it's Atlanta. They call it Atlanta, the resurgence. You know, it rose from the ashes from the Civil War when Sherman came through and burnt down the side. You understand? They look. I hope the Most High burn it again. Set the whole earth on fire, but dealing treacherously with the house of Israel. Set it on fire. What Jubilee Wayne said, set it off in that mother. We should just set it off. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we want. We want the Most High to come and set it off. That's what we want to do. On all these nations that have had their foot on our damn throat. You know what I'm talking about? The proverbial knee on the neck. We need the Most High to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, lay waste to all these bastards. You understand? All right. We're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. I'm going to put the last 2 names on the board together. All right. I'm going to put the last 2 names on the board together. And that way we'll have enough time to get all the names in. All right. First name is Cush. Cush is the Ethiopians. All right. And how you say it is Kawash. Kawash. All right. So it is in the ancient Kawash. In the Assyrian Kawash. All right. Last one is put. And you say put, what, what. And these are your Libyans. All right. And it means a bow. All right, here we go. We're going to put this on the board. We're going to put it in the ancient and the Assyrian. What? In the ancient, we got in the ancient, we're going to put it in the Assyrian as well. All right, those are our last 2 names. Cush, the Ethiopians, and you said in the Hebrew is Kawash. Put is Pawat, and it means a bow, and these are the Libyans. And I have it in the ancient and the Assyrian. Put it on the board. Got that up there for you. Give you a moment to take that down. And before we get out of here, I'm gonna put one more word on the board. We'll put one more word on the board. You know, we're gonna do it one more again. Gonna give you a moment to get this right here, and once you get this, we're gonna put one word on the board. And after we do that one word, I want all those that are in the class that are on the YouTube feed. I want you to write the name of the word that you see me write on the board. Not yet. When I erase this off the board, the cushion to put. When I erase that in the next couple of minutes, the last word I want y'all to do, I'm gonna put it on the board, and I want my brothers and my sisters, the Akim and the Akwakim, I want y'all to put it in the chat what I am saying. I want you to put it in the chat what I am saying. It's a great class tonight, great participation in the class, you know, and we need for our brothers and sisters that don't know the Hebrew and who are a little timid, little shame, you know, to try to learn the Hebrew to get in class so you can learn the basics, you know, because when you come to the Atlanta Hebrew class, the Lashawan Qadash class in Atlanta, we're going over the basics. It's all basics here. It's so elementary. It's so good. It's so easy. It is so easy that a kindergartner can do it. That's what we're doing here in Atlanta. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I will put you on the board and see if you know what you're talking about. Hey. So only thing we're saying is if you don't know the Hebrew, it ain't nothing wrong with getting in class and learning the Hebrew. My brothers and sisters that, you know, are a little timid or a little ashamed, you know, don't want to be, you know, stuttering and fumbling over words. That is fine. That is okay. That's how we all learn. You did not just start walking. You had to crawl before you walk. Even before that, somebody had to carry you along. Then you start crawling on your own. Then you start standing up on your own. And you took that first step on your own. The same thing with the Hebrew. There are brothers and sisters here that know this Hebrew and willing to help you with the Hebrew. Brothers that teach the Hebrew, sisters that know Hebrew that can teach their families, their brothers, their children this Hebrew. So there is no excuse of not learning this Hebrew when there are so many people within the house of Israel, within the I.S.U.P.K, Salakia, that are within the I.S.U.P.K that can teach you this Hebrew. You would be surprised how many brothers speak the Lashawan Qadash. You'll be surprised how many sisters speak the Lashawan Qadash. It is up to you, brothers and sisters who don't know how to read and speak the Lashawan Qadash. It's up to you to learn it. Because the generals, especially General Muhammad, he says it all the time. How can you be a Hebrew Israelite and you don't speak Hebrew? Let that marinate. What they say? No, what country word say? Let that sizzle in your spirit. How you gonna be a Hebrew Israelite if you don't know Hebrew? That's why it's my business to learn Hebrew. I don't want to tell people I'm an Israelite and I can't speak the damn Hebrew. I can, and they say, what they say right here in the Hebrew since you're an Israelite? And they give it to me. I say, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not an Israelite. But me knowing the language and knowing how to read it, somebody pull that mess on me, they're gonna be embarrassed. They're gonna be embarrassed. All right, I'm gonna give you a few more seconds to write this down. I'm gonna put one word on the board. One word on the board. And then you will call it right. But I'm putting one word on the board. I need Officer Mawasaf. I need Young Man Abishah. I need Sister Brandy. I need y'all to put in the chat the word that I'm about to put on the board. I'm gonna give me a few seconds. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds. 2 more seconds, 1 second. That's it. I'm erasing this off the board. I'm erasing this off the board. And because I'm erasing this, you can go back and press play to get it if you did not get it at that moment. But we're going to put one more word on the board. All right. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Yahweh Shemal Alathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So I'm going to write this word on the board. And I hope my brothers and my sisters can tell me what this is. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahweh Shah. What did I put on the board? What did I put on the board? My brothers and sisters on the YouTube feed. What did I just put on the board? What is on the board? Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. What is on the board? Mawasah, you should know this. Young man, Abashah, you should know this. You should know this. Awesome Mawasah, where you at? Where you at, Awesome Mawasah? I see you. I got you, Mawasah. I see you. All three of you are correct. Give yourselves a hand. Let's clap it up for these brothers and sisters. The word is shalom. That's right. Shalom. Let me put it up there for you. Shalom. Shalom or shalom. Same thing. Same thing. Depending on your vernacular. Shalom. It says shalom, but we spell it shalom. Either way is correct. All right. It could be shalom or shalom. More so shalom. Because this wa makes that a long sound. All right. Shalom. All right. And with that, we pass the class over to Priest Officer 500, Lashawan.
Dead power priest the hand. Shalom Israel. These are the I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, there are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6-month period in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ashura. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. This upcoming Monday, we will be hosting the closing of the Feast of First Fruits. Will be sundown Monday. So yeah, we'll be hosting right here in Atlanta, right in Atlanta at our school at 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. We would like to ask Israel come and join us, and we'd like to remind all occupants on watch to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, let's give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah. And what I just said in Hebrew translated to English, may the Lord in the name of Christ bless you. Yahweh, his hands down. Sorry, we have a sister online. So one courtesy salute to the sister. May the Israel, Amad Shabbat, Amidim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar, Alatah, Hashem Yahushai. And what I just said in Hebrew translated to the English, may the Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. Yahweh, his hands down. Class is this.